Okay. I suggest you don't watch this video if you don't actually have a sense of humor. A lot of people have asked me how would I classify lenses? I mean, do I have to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, or can we make things really simple? Well, we can throw lenses into about 5 different classes, okay? Class number 1 would be junk status. This encompasses a lot of the older Q Nikkor lenses, which are either not AR coated or extremely inferior construction. Some of them are okay, and of course all of them need an F-mount conversion for use on modern DSLRs. They're not really worth messing with. Some other really horrible, nasty lenses, like the 33 to 70, worst lens Nikon ever made. I mean, they're literally not good for anything other than pawning off on somebody else or using them as wall art. Let's go on to lens category number 2. That would be turd lens. That would be class number 2, which would be turd lenses. And these would be some of the really poor early D-series lenses that Nikon put out, or some of the really junky Sigma zooms, or some of the older Tamrons, some of the junk that just floats out there for all perdurable eternity, waiting for some sucker to think it's a decent lens and come along and buy it. It's got slow autofocus, vignetting issues on either end, and it's poorly coated, poorly built, and the autofocus seeks and rattles, and it's just horrible. Now let's move on to class number 3 of lenses. I amusingly call these the Kardashian lenses, and this would be like the 55 to 200 Nikkor, and some of the kit, like especially the 24 to 120, either the new one or the old one. The old one was really bad. The new one, which is sold as the kit lens, the Nikon D750, also really sucks. And I call these the Kardashian lenses because they look nice, but actually when you when you get your hands on one, you wish you never did, because it's just awful. It's kind of well, I think you get my point. I think you get my point. Like, looks really good from afar, kinda, sort of, but when you actually check the lens out, then you realize it's like, no. I gotta get rid of this. Or you're fooled because it is a neat lens, or it's a new lens, but really it's just a really crappy lens. And this is actually a very common sort of thing. Let's go on to the fourth class of lenses, and these would be the cat's ass. Many of which I've talked about, like the 180 millimeter 2.8 prime, the 80 to 200 2.8. Oh God, the 135 millimeter 2.8, 135 millimeter 2.5, 3.5, the 24 to 85 VRG. Well, it's not a large heap, but I mean, it's about 40 lenses, or actually it's less than that. It's about 35 lenses, roughly. I've gone over them countless times in various videos about which lenses are the cat's ass. Now, the next category is extremely rare, and I did a review of one of those lenses tonight. There are really, depends on how I ultimately end up deciding whether it cuts the class or not. There are really only 3 or 4 lenses that meet the 5th class of lenses, and this would be, here we go, let me get it there. There we go. Don't need to see that. These would be the tits. like the lens I reviewed tonight, Voigtlander 40 millimeter f2. It's made in Japan, and its build quality and precision far rivals, if not outrivals, some of the many $10,000 plus Leica lenses I used to mess around with. the really good ones, not the current Leica lenses, but the really, really good ones made back in the early and mid 80s. So this would be the 5th and highest class, and there's only 3 to 5 lenses like this that fit in class number 5, which I have amusingly called the tits. So that's the 5 classes for you. Class number 5, the tits. 4 would be the cat's ass. Number 3 would be the Kardashian. Number 4 would be a turd. And number 5 would be the worthless junk that is only good for either using as wall art or pawning off on some unsuspecting sucker on Craigslist. Hey, what's the matter? Don't you have a sense of humor? So, those are my 5 classes of lenses. And I guess that's it. Now, this was 100% insane, but it was 50% funny, but it was all 100% dead serious. So, anyway, thanks for watching.